Hey guys, what's up? This is Teddy Macedo, aka bearRimshot's speaking. Before I can go on with what I decided to talk about in today's video, here is something that needs to be addressed. Now, as you're watching this video, you're now watching what is called a special vlog. Yeah, well, any further updates on any upcoming projects I have in the works, whether it be the next casual reviews or whatever the fridge I want to work on, go read my community post for that. Yeah, as you can obviously tell coming that I decided to take a break from doing update vlogs for a while. I mean, I'm still gonna vlog, but what you're about to see me release here on my YouTube channel, beginning with the one you're watching right now, what you're watching right now is called a special vlog. Now, what's the difference between an update vlog and a special vlog, you may ask? Well, update vlogs, well, obviously are videos or vlogs where I would put out updates on where I've been with content, with life as a content creator and all that stuff. Special vlogs, well, if you see upload a vlog on my YouTube channel that does not have Teddy's updates in the name of the video, what you'd be watching is what is called a special vlog. Okay then. Now that I got that out of the way, let's talk about what are my thoughts on 2022. Okay then. 2022 personally, well, let's just say it was a much bigger and better year for me compared to, say, back in 2021. I mean, don't get me wrong, 2021 was a good year and all, and a major improvement over 2020 at that, I bet we can all agree on. Now, first off, let's talk about what made 2022 a good year for me for its own right. Back in 2020, now something I've been saying in response to, well, people on the internet like them just being, bozos for their own right when they want to be. He executes the single player experience so well. Yeah. And, And another interesting thing worth pointing out another highlight worth pointing out 2022 is that for the first time since 2019, I finally got to see Willy Wonka at an Animat Draft House, and for the first time since 2018, I got to see Willy Wonka at my local Animat Draft House. Now, when it comes to a movie like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, it's one of those movies I would watch all over and over again if I wanted to. And, yeah. The funny thing about when you talk to the actress who played Veruca Salt, Julie Dawn Coles, about her stance on me, well, while she may be dead on if we're talking in general overall, going beyond theaters, theatrical-wise, I've only seen Willy Wonka 18. Well, as I'm currently recording this, I've only seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in theaters 5 times. Now, when it comes to Willy Wonka, I will say that, inevitably speaking on my end anyways, it would be movies like them I would honestly show more than once if I wanted to. Which can easily include, but not limited to, my first movie I would show for Best 1970s Feast screening at my local Animat Draft House, and would be the first movie I would show for a June-themed Epic Battles Feast screening, also at the Animat Draft House, at my local Animat Draft House, and would theoretically be the third movie I would want to show for a Cinema Behind Me Epic Battles Feast screening, also at the Ammo, the first one being Chicken Run, and the second one being How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And by How the Grinch Stole Christmas, we are talking the one with Jim Carrey, which is the Grinch movie I would rather watch more so than I would the one with Benedict Cumberbatch. I mean, the one with Jim Carrey, personally, I absolutely loved Ron Howard's take on How the Grinch Stole Christmas, personally. And yeah, and another highlight I had about 2022 is that I finally got to see the Polar Express at my local Alamo for once. And another highlight I had with 2022 is that when fall kicked in of that particular year, it was a marvelous fall. By marvelous, I mean like fall 2022 is where we got to see a number of Marvel movies, classic Marvel movies playing in theaters, which would not only include the re-release of Spider-Man No Way Home, which I absolutely loved. Definitely my personal favorite Spider-Man movie, if I had to pick one to watch hours of more so than I would the rest. But also on Disney Plus Day this year, Disney played things nice enough to let AMC pick at least one Marvel title this time in the form of Thor Ragnarok. How the fridge do I feel about that personally? I mean, Thor Ragnarok I enjoyed personally. I mean, yes, there are a wide range of Marvel movies that could have been shown in theaters in general for Disney Plus Day, but Thor Ragnarok, I will say, if there's one Marvel movie that does not have Spider-Man nor Hulk in the name that I would theoretically show for a Cinema Behind Epic Battles Feast screening, more likely so it would be Thor Ragnarok. Now, the reason would be because the Hulk is in that movie, obviously. In fact, Thor Ragnarok will be one out of the only two Marvel movies that does not have neither Spider-Man nor Hulk in the name I would honestly show for a Cinema Behind Epic Battles Feast screening. The other Marvel movie being Captain America Civil War, due to it being the first MCU movie to feature Spider-Man. And as only fans of Epic Battles will understand where the fridge I'm going in this, that yes. The only Marvel movies I would honestly show for a Cinema Behind Epic Battles Feast screen, let alone one that's mainstream for that matter. When I want to show anything Marvel related for a mainstream Epic Battles Feast screening, whether it be Cinema Behind or TV Behind as major ringleaders in this, it would be anything majorly involving either Spider-Man or the Hulk. Hence why I would honestly hence how I got ideas to show movies like Thor Ragnarok and Captain America Civil War. But if I want to show any Marvel stuff for a special Epic Battles Feast screening of all things, well, definitely would consider showing Captain America stuff for a June-themed Epic Battles Feast screening. And Iron Man for... Excuse me for 1 sec, please. Fudge. Okay, then. Mm-hmm. Yes. But yeah, if I were to show any Marvel movies, any Marvel stuff for a special Epic Battles Feast screening going beyond Spider-Man and Hulk, well, definitely Captain America for June, Thor for August, and Guardians of the Galaxy for Morgan Ledger themed Epic Battles Feast screening. Long story, but yeah. And, okay then. And going back to my thoughts on 2022 in general, well, yeah, when it comes to Disney Plus Day of 2022, it definitely fixed one major issue I had with the first Disney Plus Day, being that, for the first Disney Plus Day, we got to see Disney let AMC show a Disney animation title, a Pixar title, and a Star Wars title. All of which I did get to see, except for the live action one, fearing that for the live action one they may show one of the live action remakes. But finding out online on what Disney decided to let AMC show for Disney Plus Day 2021, thank God I was wrong. It ain't a live action remake, and it most certainly not Never Cry Wolf either, but rather The Rocketeer. But yeah, being honest on how I feel about Disney Plus Day of 2022 in a nutshell, definitely am happy that they gave Marvel a chance. Though for the Disney animation side of things, it would be nice if for some future Disney Plus Days, future Disney Plus Day seasons like this, that they would not only show something from the pre-COVID days, but also, as much as I absolutely loved Rogue One, it would be nice if for future Disney Plus Day, if they can let, if any of the first Star Wars movies were to be given, can be given a chance to be shown on Disney Plus Day. And another improvement I wish to see happen for Disney Plus Day in general is where more and more movie theaters can show stuff in honor of that, going beyond the stereotypical AMC, including the Alamo Drafthouse as well too. And yeah. And another interesting highlight I had with 2022, I managed to get a job, which was nice, ever since I finished culinary school back in 2021. And another good thing worth saying about another good thing worth saying about 2022, think Teddy thing. Oh yes, right. Another thing. Now, for the first time ever since I finally had my chance to move on from being in residential school to living in a group home, I finally returned to the Animat fan club. How the fridge did that happen? Well, let's just say after COVID hit, new management occurred. Where, from my understanding, how can this all be so? Well, thank God Caleb Corger decided to leave. Thank God Caleb Corger decided to quit being head admin of the Emma fan club, because obviously letting Caleb take charge of the Emma fan club, big mistake. But then after Animat himself, for whatever reason, decided to do the same thing, that's where he would learn from this one mistake that, say, Jerry did as good of a friend Jerry is to me, that at least Animat was smart enough to learn to make sure that whoever gets to run the Animat fan club is not all alt-rights, but rather people who, as Animat would always say best, and I quote, "You should always be humble, never be cunning." And boy, was he smart enough to let the Animat fan club be ran by people who are not alt-rights, thankfully. And yeah, it's one of those things I will admit I can be agreeing with Animat on regarding bigotry, which I myself like. I like Animat. Both condemn. When it comes to the idea of bigotry, something that Animat and I both do honestly condemn. Yeah. Animat's condemnation against bigotry, I cannot blame Animat on. Yeah. And never I think I would do this, but to all my lovely folks who are fans of Animat just like I am, I'm really, really sorry about what the fridge happened back in spring 2018. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, well, you see, the late 2010s in layman's terms was a pretty dark age for Animat only because, yes, I know in the past, I know I used to blame Azuchi Guardian for what he did to Jaime 2 back in Halloween. But that's just tip of the iceberg, but also as much as we're not. More so Mike Mixtape, who was so desperate to seek attention, and Caleb, who, yeah, was just looking to go all Alex Jones on me, like he would slander me for doing, like he's being such a Chris Chan with me. But yeah. And be lucky that I never got to release this Downfall parody where Hitler finds out regarding that the MF fan club is becoming a Zuchi Guardian fan club, which I will admit that, when working on that Downfall parody a while back, I was honestly in tears working on it. Just be glad not only will it never be released anyways, but also it never got completed anyways either. Yeah. And because this said here and now with the MF fan club, be lucky that I have no plans in releasing it on my YouTube channel for yeah. It was a pain making that video because, if you know me very well, you absolutely know how much I love Animat, I've been a huge fan of Animat ever since when I was in 8th grade. And, yeah. And, excuse me for one sec.
Finished?
Almost.
Okay, enjoy.
Sorry about that, folks. My dad barged in to check up with me. But anyways, where the fridge am I? Oh, yes. If you hear talking in the background, don't worry about it. But yeah, think Teddy, what else made my 2022 a good 2022? Oh, yes, right. And, and also, another favorite 2022 memory would include when a second season of Green Eggs and Ham just came out. For those who don't know, yes, people, a TV show based on Green Eggs and Ham exists. If you love Dr. Seuss and you got a Netflix account, you would love to watch Green Eggs and Ham. I guess that's all I have to say for today's special vlog. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving.